The purpose of this video is to share matrix training with you, at least the concept of it. If you've been training here for any period of time, you've done something in a matrix. All that means is that we do any movement pattern in all three planes of motion. And the reason we do that is simply because we can. And you know the old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. So let's look at a couple foundational movement patterns that we can apply matrix training to. It's really easy, and in just a few moves, you're going to have it down pat. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go with the basic movement of squatting. A squat is just a vertical collapse and stand back up. I didn't talk at all about the speed or the depth. That's up to you. It is not the purpose of this video. Just join along with me. Let's first tweak in the sagittal plane. I can put my right foot ahead of my left and just hit a couple squats. I'd like you to do these with me. Put my left foot ahead of my right, do a couple of those. Now what you should have noticed is that those feel completely different, right foot and left foot ahead. Then what we could do is go to a narrow base, hit 2 squats. Go to a wide base, hit 2 squats. Now I'm tweaking in the frontal plane of motion. Then I go to the transverse plane and I toe in, 2 squats. And then I go here, toe out, and hit 2 squats. Now what I did was I just performed a squat matrix. I went in all 3 planes of motion, and what I did was I varied the stresses that came into my body, and I just tweaked a little bit to have a little fun for variability. Now what we want to do, let's apply it to a lunge. A lunge is another foundational movement. There's a little bit of a horizontal displacement, but then we also have a vertical collapse and then return to the start position. So let's just do 1 per side per plane of motion. First, what we're going to do in this matrix style lunge is we're going to take 2 short range lunges. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go 2 longer range lunges. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a step towards you, but I'm going to go with my feet to the wide side. And then when I step towards you, now I'm going to cross over. And then the last one, you probably are catching on already, I'm going to toe in and lunge. And then I want to toe out and lunge. And so this is a great way to learn about how your body moves. You can apply this to anything. Let's just try one more, and let's do a hop. Okay? So a hop is defined as jumping from 2 feet and landing on 2 feet, returning back to the start position. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hop forward, hop back. Okay? And if we do this repeatedly, this is a sagittal plane hop. Now we can do that, but we can also move into the frontal plane, where we go side to side. And then we go in the transverse plane, where we go right and left. Okay, so now if I want to do a hop matrix, I'm actually going to use the grid here for just a little bit of directional help. But I'm going to hop forward in the sagittal plane, to the side in the frontal plane, and I'm going to rotate in the transverse plane. Then I'm going to go forward again in the sagittal, frontal, transverse. So it just looks like this. Forward, side, twist, forward, side, twist. And there you have it. That's a matrix. Have a little fun with it, and maybe you can show your professional one of the new matrices that you made up.